Welcome to Moments with Marianne. This is your host, Marianne Pastana, and we're here today with special guest, Annika Panotzki, who's here to share with us her book, The Chakra Cookbook, colorful vegan recipes to balance your body and energize your spirit. So welcome to the show, Annika.
Thank you so much.
So you've got these great recipes in your book, but it's called the Chakra Cookbook. What does that mean?
Well, actually, I work with energy medicine. So I work with the chakra system. And as you know, the chakras are the energy points in our body that store information both from our emotions, from our physical body, from our past. So when we keep this in balance, we keep a good health. So we can boost our chakra system, both with foods, but also, of course, with different habits, behaviors, how we put intention, blessings, and live more closely to nature.
I was so impressed with your recipes. Do you have a test kitchen that you do your work in?
My family. At least I know what they don't like. No. I had a passion for food since I think my early 20s. And I've been, around the holistic health for a very long time. So there have been so many different diets, so many different styles. And eventually, after, trying out everything, I just came to, listening to my own body, my own intuition when it comes to food and health. And that was actually to just be as close to the natural foods as possible, to really bring in vibrant food with a lot of colors, with different textures. For me, it's important that it has a delicious taste, because my beliefs are that the body receives the nutrition better if we enjoy the food. So it was just I've been having fun with it and play around with it and really being in my creativity.
Well, I absolutely love the Bliss Bowls. Why don't you share a little bit about that for our listeners?
Well, the bliss balls, it's like a combination of different things in one bowl. So I love to have smoothies. That's one of my life hacks, where I put in a lot of superfoods and different things in them. And the bliss balls, I either have it uh, like a love bowl, like I have in the book. It's more the smoothie bowls, or I take it into the dinner or a lunch, where I call it bliss bowls, where I just combine different kind of foods and textures. It can be some dips. It can be, for example, red rice. It can be homemade falafel, and just so you have that vibrant feeling with a lot of colors, textures, and tastes that together, I don't know, it's something very soothing and nourishing for your body and soul.
As you're creating this, do you use any of your psychic or intuitive abilities?
Well, when I go, for example, to shop food, I actually use my tracking, as I call it, a lot. And I see what kind of food speaks to me. If it's vibrant, if it's almost call out to me. So you can have 5 different tomatoes, and it's not that I go to the obvious, here are the organic tomatoes, and for that I need to buy them, because sometimes it's another tomato that is more vibrant to me, and then I will buy that one. So I really feel into to my body what it wants, and feel into the foods. And the same goes with the tastes. I think I always had a very strong sense of smell. So that helps me to see what comes good together in form of spices. And so it's sort of intuition, but yes.
Well, I could see how that all blends beautifully. So let's say we're having a problem with a chakra. Should we gravitate towards one food versus another?
Well, it's always, of course, a wholeness. So it's not just about one thing. But if we need to boost one chakra, then I have written about how you can eat more for that chakra, and it can also be the obvious, like the color, of course, but it can also be, for example, if it's solar plexus, that is your inner fire, is where it's like you really store your energy to put out into the day. So if you want to increase your energy, for example, you could bring up that fire with something spicy like cayenne or chili. So that is not yellow, but it's still for that chakra. So some of them are very obvious, and others, they're more about the energy or the benefits of that food.
What's one of your favorite recipes to make?
Well, like I said, I am a big smoothie fan. I think I've been drinking smoothies for over 20 years. And why I love them so much is because you can variate them, you can put in so many different superfoods, and I love superfoods. Because it's really like how you can use the intelligence of nature and benefit from those different, both energetical, spiritual, and for benefits for your health. In that small amount, you can get so much nutrition.
While your book is for vegans, does it also cover sugar-free and gluten-free recipes?
Yes, so it's gluten-free, it's sugar-free. And for me, it's important to say that it's not because, it's not another diet. It's simply because I felt that when it comes to high vibration of food, I feel for myself that both gluten and white sugar, it brings down the energy levels. So it's much harder to feel that lightness in your body. And therefore, I love this way of eating. I think it gives me and many I know very much energy and health.
So I know you have a 5-day restart program to point us in the right direction. How do we get started?
Yes, so the reset program is, when you had those periods of times when it could have been a lot of work or you've been more stressed and you feel that you're not aligned with, your body, it feels heavy. So it's perfect to make these 5 days resets. And the 2 first days, you simply get more into fluid foods. So you can do it like more with juices, with smoothies, with soups. So it's not about starving and it's not about go hungry, but it's more to let your body rest and let your organs come back to what they're meant to do. And then you start to add on, like the 3rd, 4th, and 5th day, you can add on foods that are still very light, but you start to eat more solid food. And you also get some exercises that you can do, both like mindful exercises and also breathing exercises. So you get back to your balance, and you can really feel your body again, what you feel good from and not.
In your book, you share about shamanic wisdom for our chakra system. What does that mean?
I've been into this path of energy medicine for over 10 years now, and it's simply the way of coming back to the indigenous way of living more with the cycles of nature. I mean, we are a part of this beautiful planet, and how we get to know ourselves as a part of something bigger like nature, and to live according to cycles of new moon, of full moon, of really tapping into your own wisdom, intuition, to trust your body, that it keeps a lot of wisdom and tools for you. So you just have to listen. So we easily tap into, thinking that somebody else has all the answers for us. And here is more about bringing back that power to really listen to what you feel good from, and you have that system within that guides you every day. So that is, it's so complex and so big, but that is how I use it for this book.
Well, I love how it all comes together, and you touched on a little bit that there's gratefulness and mindfulness exercises. Why was that important to include in the book?
It's a holistic way of living, and wholeness is not just one thing. You can eat perfectly, but still if you eat perfectly because you are harsh on yourself or you forbid yourself or there is a lot of fear for eating the wrong foods, you still create imbalance within. So I mean, it all comes together with, the sleep, the fluid, your thoughts, how you feel inside, what you put in your body. Everything is energy. So it's not about one thing. And it all comes down to how worthy am I, and how much do I love myself? And for that, I will give myself only good energy into my body. And that is a journey. I mean, we talk about self-love and we talk about, just taking a self-love bath or something. But to be honest, I mean, I think it's a journey of life to really be more kind towards ourselves and tapping more into the heart space and just allowing and accepting ourselves the way we are. And from that place, we can start to give ourselves good food.
On your website, you have the healer superfoods. And I'd love for you to share that with our listeners, because I was looking at that going, oh, I need to get some of this.
Yes. So since I've been working so much with superfoods, and for a couple of years, I worked a lot with like detoxifying programs, and people always ask me like, can't you give me recipes, or how do I combine these superfoods? And some thought that some superfoods didn't taste so good, so they didn't know how to use them. And I started to combine different superfood blends. So I thought, like, why not make this as a product? So together with a friend, we made One Love Generation, that is 3 different superfood blends where we direct them into 3 different areas. So it's the health boost, which is the healer. We have the beauty elixir, which is more like rejuvenating. It's more for that inner outer glow. And you have also we have the awakening. So that is more to increase your energy levels. So these 3 are a very good start, and combining together, they give you a lot of nutrition. So with the healer, it's more about, boosting your immune system. When you feel that your energy levels are a little bit low, you can eat this for a while, and it's really a sustainable energy and health.
So Annika, where can our listeners connect with you and be part of your community?
You have my website, which is annikapanotzki.com, and you can just connect with me, ask questions. I would love to hear from you all.
Well, Annika, thank you for sharing your work with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you, Annika. It's been such a joy to spend this time with you and to talk about your book, The Chakra Cookbook. Colorful vegan recipes to balance your body and energize your spirit. The Chakra Cookbook is available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and all indie retailers. And remember, support our indie bookstores. Well, we're at the end of our time today. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. You've been listening to Moments with Marianne, where we make every moment count.
In a single moment, your life can change. Moments with Marianne is a transformative hour that covers an endless array of topics with the best of the best. Her guests are leaders in their fields, ranging from inspirational authors, top industry leaders, and business and spiritual entrepreneurs. Each guest is gifted and a true visionary, a recognized leader in her own work, and while teaching others to develop, refocus, and grow, Marianne will bring the best guest and sometimes a special surprise. Don't miss this. You never know just which moment will change your life forever. Make sure to tune in and visit momentswithmarianne.com for more information.